We turned the TV on in the middle of a gardening special. She hated to watch gardening. She said it brought back unpleasant memories. One channel up was a weightlifting show. That was more her style, but it made me uncomfortable. The next show was a travelogue about a man and a woman who eat food in locations. The man was gregarious and seemed like he'd be fun to drink a beer with. The woman had an extremely resonant voice. We changed the channel again. A soap opera was on. A typical hospital scene. Someone with amnesia. A rose on the bedside table. I was interested, but she said she knew how it ended, so we moved on. The next one took our breath away. A beach in black and white. High contrast. And a young couple. Heroic. Gorgeous as the waves swept in. It was a phone commercial, which delighted her. The next show was a movie about sexy transportation workers. The next show was a documentary about the construction of President City. The next show was a television anchor petting a deer. The next show was a cutlery set rotating on a circular mirror. I was tempted to call in an order, but she said there'd be time to buy things in the future. The next show was a period drama in ancient Greece. Men in togas spoke about democracy with British accents. I watched for a bit while she dozed off. The next show was two women talking in an apartment. The apartment was a loft that looked just like hers. I remarked on the similarity, but she was sound asleep. One of the women wore a light gray trench coat and black gloves. They looked like they had something important to discuss. But the structure of their conversation did not allow them to bring it up. Their words were carefully chosen. And I suddenly became aware of my own physical weight and my placement in the room. Were they glancing at me? Was I intruding on this channel without an invitation? If I turned it off, what would they talk about? Could they tell each other what was really going on? Would they drink? Would they turn off the lights? Would they walk around without worrying about the angle and the framing? Or did one of them have something to tell me? Should I wait for the other to leave? Or should I tell them what I think? Something is going to happen in 19 days.